Hey guys, um, this is gonna be for the Black Banners group, and forgive anything crazy or slanderish that you experience with this video. I'm still a beginner learning Muslim, and I haven't really perceived it in a practical manner, in the sense of, obligation and duties and things in that nature of such. I would still pretty much consider myself a Christian that basically just accepts the Muslim faith but prays and does more things like in a Christian kind of way, prayer and things of that matter. But so I had a little mini revelation, and forgive me if I slander and not say the proper terms for each prophet or imam or all those things, because forgive my ignorance and anything that I don't fully. I don't want to come across as mean or jaded or ego or anything like that. Plus, on top of that, I'm sick and I got IV on me, and I'm so it's funny how sometimes Allah can come to you at certain times. But I just woke up and I realized that it was something to do with The Alchemist. I just wanted to share this information and see if anyone could pick up on it or relate to it in any kind of manner. Maybe it's already been dealt with and by certain people. But I picked up on this information that basically so the Imam, the alchemist Geber, when he was talking about alchemy and he was saying all these things, I just read up on it a little bit quickly, but I remember from the past because Abdul Hashim was posting videos regarding him and how he played a significant role when it came to the practicality and the sciences and doing things in a fundamental kind of level like that. Well, basically I feel like the esoteric meaning behind what he was trying to reveal in the practicality, because first I feel like he did it in a very practical way to show you that chemicals can be mixed, things can be changed, and things can be done and stuff like that. And I remember it was like, you can really only do this chemical process and all these more crazier things with the guidance of God, Allah, forgive me. But I feel on like an esoteric level, on a spiritual level, what he was trying to get across, because he said that alchemy is the sister of prophecy. So basically what he was trying to get across was that treat your own body or like your own being, right? Like you exist as a being in this world, and you don't realize like the potential that you have and the changes within your own body and how that affects things and such. So basically it's almost like he was expressing that treat your body like it's the alchemy table, like it's the alchemy lab, and even on like a spiritual, emotional level. But at the same time, if you were to go down that route, always remember to have faith in God and much pureness in the heart and all these things, and only with the guidance of God and much knowledge and wisdom and all these things could you go down a path of such changes to the body, changes to the spirit, and how certain things work when you do certain things, like a cause and effect kind of thing, but on a level that you can do it with your body, your emotions, your mind, your spirit body. Eventually you get to that level. So basically what it is like your very own being that you exist with is the alchemy lab. And he's saying that you need to practice with it, and you need to see for yourself how the changes occur, what they bring, how they affect your body, how they affect your mind, how they affect your emotions and your spirit in certain regards, so that way that you could know the work in a practical level, but in the sense of your own being, So, basically, food, water, and all these different things, it's like, even if it's, comes down to the point where it's like, you want to experiment and you want to see what this does to your body, or you mix it with this and see what that does to your body. And on a spiritual level, it's the same way. See what you do when you not technically always do the proper thing, and see what it bears you and what it gives you, and how you have to go through the motions and things, the sufferings. But then when you do all the correct things and the humbleness and the good things, and see how it affects you, and it's like, just so you know the changes and the difference, so that way you can stay away from all the negative things and all the things that don't work and don't make sense. And then when the actual knowledge is there and everything, it's like secondhand nature. And then it gets so good that you can actually purify your body, your mind, your soul, everything, through your very own spirit, just with your own being, just with the experimentation of what you're doing with yourself. So I just feel like that's what he was trying to convey on a very esoteric kind of way. You have to kind of go through the motions with your own being and experience a little bit of the negative and the positive side effects of everything that you delve into, but always have the guidance of God, because there's things that you can get into, like certain substances and things that can lead to addictions and other harsh things if you don't have that strong guidance and wisdom and knowledge and very guidance from God with you. And that's why it's like, it's almost kind of an unknown path you go down, and you can fall into temptations and darknesses and go down evil paths, and you don't want to do that. So that's why when you go through these chemical changes of the body, your being, soul, spirit, mental, emotional, whatever, you want to bring the faith of Allah with you, bring the religion of Allah with you, bring the guidance of Allah with you, so that way as you're going through the emotions and all these things, at the end of the day you will always have that connection with God, and you can return back, and whatever knowledge that you bring forth out of your trials and efforts and everything that you've been through, then you will know more about life, the deeper understandings and the connections and how things work on a more fundamental level, just with your being itself and as you exist. And even in the sense of building up like spiritual power and all that. To build up spiritual power, you must cleanse the body, you must do the being, the work within yourself, and you can bring forth much good things. And especially when you go through the torment and all the ups and downs and roller coaster rides of the harsh penalties of all the bad things, it will really strengthen you on the proper side, because you know now not to mess with those kinds of ways. So I just wanted to get that across to you guys. Sorry for it's a long video. I'm trying to I just kind of woke up out of a crazy dream and just kind of came out of me like this because I'm looking at my life in a similar regard. And I was born with an illness that basically gave me a life to experiment with on such a high level, because I don't have a normal healthy body, so I have to go through different trials and tribulations and being sick and all these different things. But at the same time, when you do them, it's more on a fragile level for me, so I feel like I can really experiment to it at such an extent extreme that I can bring forth all of these deeper hidden connections on sorry, on some kind of level. But you'll get what I'm saying, because it's very practical to understand. Sorry, just a bit nauseous or sick, but I just want to, if this goes up in the group there, I want to just thank you and forgive me, like I said, for all the missed ways and unorthodox, or however you want to call it, and not really mentioning things in the proper context. I'm very sloppy. I'm just a Christian, really, striving to be a Muslim, and a good Muslim at that. So again, I just want to put this out there, and if anyone relates to it or gets anything out of it, then mashallah, and I hope I can bring more things or something, anything, contribute to the cause and contribute to what you guys are doing. So I just want to thank you, and peace, salam, for now.